Alright, so I want to do a little video on a company called Hexmag. They make polymer magazines for AR-15. They're pretty cool because it also shoots 300 blackout and 5.56 obviously, and this is really a pretty cool 15 round magazine. Now, they do make 30 round, but being in New Germany, or New Jersey as some people call it, you're only allowed a 15 round magazine. So this gives you the badass look of the 30 round magazine with a 15 round, and it's impossible to convert it. It's actually a pretty simple system. They have a little, you just press that in, the mag thing pops out, a follower, and the springs are shorter, so it's impossible to convert it. Now, I recently had purchased 6 of these magazines from a company, I forget who, but when I got them, I was happy to have them. I loaded up a magazine, I put it in my AR, I just slammed it into the receiver, and then I didn't chamber it or anything. I dropped the mag with the button, release, whatever, and as soon as I did that, bullets started just falling all over the floor. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it made no sense. So, like I said, I had gotten 6 of these things, so I checked them, and then sure shit, the next 3, 4, whatever, all did the exact same thing. So, now, going back to Hexmag, they are an awesome company. I called them up, well, I went through email, but whatever. Talked to a guy, I don't want to say his name, but he was awesome. And he said, you know what, I sent him a video, actually, of the bullets falling out of the magazine. And he said, you know what, I'm going to take care of you. So, alright, I'm going to pause it right now for a second. I'm going to open up this magazine, and I'll show you how it probably will do the same thing in my mag. It's my gun, though. It's not the product. It's my gun. God knows why. It's a build I did. I have a JSE upper and a, not Anderson, I don't know, whatever, lower, but maybe it is Anderson, actually. But so it's not the product, it's the gun. If you put 14 rounds in, the thing works just fine. If you oil it a little bit, 15 works fine. It works fine in everybody else's gun on the planet but mine. So I'm gonna try it right now just to see what happens, and I'm gonna pause it for a second, load this up, and see what happens. Hang on. Alright, so real quick, it's out of the pouch. Got a brand new box of some nice Remy's here. And I'm going to load 15 into it and get back to you in a minute. Alright, so loaded up the mag. 15 rounds. 50 round box. 5x3. 15 rounds. Alright. Go whack. Bust out the old AR. Alright. Trying to do this one hand. It's kind of sucks ass. So anyway. Alright. Magazine, 100%. I really need to get a cameraman. Okay. So, let's see what happens if the same thing happened that happened to the other magazines. Again, this is not the fault of the company. If it does happen, it's the gun. And there's something wrong with the gun. So, see that? They fall out. Now watch. And eventually, the magazine follower will fly up. Shit, unless you drop it. Now there's bullets everywhere. Alright, so the magazine follower did come up finally. Now, if I took these and I oiled it, these are so easy to disassemble. It's awesome. Excuse me. If, like I said, if I took it apart and put a little oil on the bottom, they worked fine. If I put only 14 rounds in it, they worked fine. That should not be the case, though. So I sent a video similar to this to Hexmag, and they said, you know what, we're going to send you out 6 free magazines. So they did. And they sent the magazines, and I waited, and like 2 weeks later, I didn't know where the hell the magazines were. So I sent an email back to the guy I originally talked to, and he was like, sorry, man, we just went under an acquisition, and I think it was Century Arms has now purchased Hexmag. So he said he talked to the new guy, and he apologized profusely. He sent me back 6 magazines with a couple extra ones, and he said, you know what, just keep the old ones too if you want. And like I said, a little bit of oil, it's the gun, it's not the magazine. A little bit of oil or 14 rounds, they work absolutely perfect. And so I gotta say, the customer service from this company is absolutely amazing. You can't complain. I mean, like I said, they said keep the old ones if you can get them to work. So I haven't been able to go out and shoot it yet. I don't know for sure if they do work with 15 rounds in them. They don't do that, though. When you stick it in the gun, they don't jam up. So I'm sure they do work. So I have nothing but excellent things to say about the company Hexmag. Like I said, they do make 30 round magazines. It's a polymer magazine. They're very durable. I've seen many YouTube videos where they run over them with a mod deuce or whatever, and drop them, throw them in the dirt, and blah blah blah. But it's very good. Like I said, it takes 5.56, 300 ACC, and they actually do take a. Let me get in focus. Whatever. 50 Beowulf. Fuck it. So, if you're looking for a magazine company and you want some good customer service, I highly recommend that you look to Hexmag. And the pricing is amazing. I mean, for a PMag, I forget what I paid, but again, living in New Jersey, my Sega, if I want a 15-round magazine, it cost me like $30-40. It's stupid. However, this company, for a 15-round magazine, it's like $10. So, it's fair. You can't go wrong with it. So, again, highly recommend Hexmag, and hope you all have a good day. See ya.